Welcome to That Comic Bro. This will be my first video for a comic book haul, and yeah, no, it's pretty exciting. I went to a Philadelphia Comic Con pretty recently. It was in a hotel. I think it was the Clarion Hotel. It was about a month ago, less than a month ago. It was in August, and I got a lot of stuff. I've been procrastinating making a longer form video. I posted this haul on my TikTok, which I'll link down below if you're not from my TikTok. And so I figured I'd make a longer form video, kind of just going over everything I bought, because I got a ton of really cool stuff, and it is totally worth having a whole video on it. So yeah, let's just hop right into it. I'm going to start with the single issues that I bought. And yeah, first, I got 2099 Unlimited. I really don't know if this is like a Spider-Man 2099 thing, or if it's just an overall 2099 kind of story. But I saw it's the premiere of Hulk 2099, which I didn't even know was a thing. And so that just seems really cool. It's issue 1. I got it for $5. And it seems like a pretty massive issue. I'm going to read Spider-Man 2099 soon. I've been reading Ravage 2099, and that's peak. And so yeah, this seems like a good read. I'll probably read it after I read the issues of 2099 Spider-Man that I have, because I'm sure it'll be nice to have that kind of background before I jump into this. But no, it looked awesome. I was like, how can I pass this up? Speaking of 2099 stuff, got Punisher 2099. Let's get that cover going. Ooh, ooh! I got glare everywhere. No matter where I turn this thing, there's always going to be glare. But this cover looks awesome. I love the 2099 covers where it's kind of like all shiny around it. I have the Ravage 2099 cover that's like this. And no, this looks awesome. I went to a few stores after this, and I saw more Punisher 2099, but I couldn't find issue 2. I found like issue 3 and such. So yeah, no, I'm pumped to read this. Just started reading the Punisher. I'll get into that in a little bit. But yeah, no, I'm pumped to read this for sure. Then we got Ghost Machine. Not sure. Believe this is some kind of one shot. I got this for $5, and I don't really know what it's about. I've read all of what Ghost Machine has released. I love Geiger, Redcoat, and I'm just interested because this doesn't seem like it's an event where all of these characters are together, because like Rook Exodus is not in the same universe as Geiger or Redcoat. And this also doesn't feature Junkyard Joe. So I'm just very interested to see what this is. Because I don't know what kind of story this is, or maybe it's just a collection of the first issues of all of these series. This is a huge book, it looks like. Let's see. Yeah, no, that's a pretty sizable book. Yeah, no, I mostly bought this just to figure out what it could be, because I have no clue. Next is the Roast of Fantastic Four. Got this for $5. I really don't have much to say about this. It is just the roast of the Fantastic Four, and this seems hella goofy. So I'm not really sure how someone could pass this up. Super excited to read this. It's going to be so goofy. Next, we got the Exquisite Corpses #3 Deluxe Edition. I believe this has the collectible trading card. I have not opened this up yet, as you can see. But I think we're going to bust this open now for the video. So let's see. Let's see what we got here. It's kind of interesting how they put a sleeve. Oh, actually, it's not just a sleeve. They bagged and boarded this special edition, which is pretty interesting. I have Exquisite Corpses #3 already, and I read it. Really good. But I wasn't a fan of my cover that I got, so I was hoping that this would have a different cover. Let me pull this up here for you guys to see. I don't really know much about the trading cards. I hope they're cool. I missed out on the Exquisite Corpses 1 or 2 Deluxe Edition. I'm not sure which one I skipped out on, but let's see. Ooh. Oh, that's awesome. It's the nurse. It's got this little card. And he's got skill. Just a little pinch. This is like a trading card. Like, this is like looks like a card for like some kind of game. Like, he's got like a skill. Takes 3 health. Or all of their status effects are cured. Dude, this is like for some kind of game, which is awesome. I don't know what game. I'm going to have to figure that out if there's like an actual full-on Exquisite Corpses game, like board game. Because I need that in my life, because I love Exquisite Corpses. And then, ooh, okay. I got this cover, because I think this is what the A cover looks like. And I think it's just different colors, which looks pretty sweet. This says it's cover C. So I don't know if that's rare at all. I also don't know if this is meant to be rare. This whole like kind of collectible card thing. I don't know if it's like, ooh, you might get a rare issue, or not a rare issue, but like a rare cover. I don't know if that's kind of the point, but at least I got a cool looking one. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Wow, that was cool, and I'm glad I opened it for the video. And this card is awesome. I just have no idea where I'm going to put this thing because I will probably lose it. More image books. We got Bug Wars #1. I've been looking for this forever. Super excited to tap into Bug Wars. I've heard a ton about it. That's like really good. And yeah, no, Image is on top. I love Image books so much. And so I'm excited to just start a different Image series. There's just so many good ones. And I have not even tapped into Bug Wars yet. So yeah, like I said, I'm just super happy I found this. Super pumped to read this. And dude, these issues are big. Like the Image issues are huge. This is no standard 20 pages or whatever. So yeah, heard great things. And I'm pumped. I'm pumped. Okay, now I got this Fantastic Four cover. Dude, look at it. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but the foil on this thing, the little spiral action it's got going on. Woo-wee mama. It's the 400th issue of Fantastic Four. It's some sort of special kind of, 64 pages for the 400th issue. It says that there. And I guess with the 400th issue greatness that this has, it also has a sick cover. And I got this for $8. Mostly bought it just for the cover because, like, I don't keep up with Fantastic Four to the point where I'm at issue 400 starting from 1. So yeah, I kind of just did get this for the cover, but hey, what can I say? Will I read it? Probably, yeah. But I'm probably not going to get, obviously the full thing because I haven't read the first 399 issues. Oh, God. Now, the rest of these books, I believe, are all $2. I got them from the same vendor, and it was like the guy had stacks of great stuff. Starting with Super Pro Special Edition, issue 1, some sort of football superhero, but it's like branded with the NFL. So I was like, I gotta get this. I don't know what it's about. I just stopped at a store today, actually, and I got issues 2 and 3 of Super Pro. I haven't read this yet. But, a football superhero, and this is a brand collab with NFL. Like, dude, I think this probably came out in, like, the 90s, and the 90s is insane with the type of stuff that they be releasing. The 90s seems like the time for comic books, not gonna lie. But, no, yeah, I'm super pumped to read this. It looks badass. I'm happy I picked that up. And for $2, kind of a steal. $2, New Year's Evil. Got this just because it seemed silly, and I went with my friend to the Comic-Con, and he actually found this, and he's like, dude, this seems pretty silly. He's not really into comic books, but he would just pull anything out that like kind of looked cool, and he would help me look for certain stuff. And no, he pulled this out, and he's like, dude, this seems goofy, and I'm like, yeah, it does. So I'll probably wait till Christmas, and I'll read it for Christmas. But no, you're all on the naughty list. No, it just seems pretty silly to have all the DC villains in like a Christmas holiday special. Like, what? And I got it for $2, and I just realized this now, dude. It sold originally for 10. This is a pretty big issue, but $10, $10. You could get this from Image Comics for like $4. Just kidding, but no, I'm excited to read this for sure. Then I got Spider-Man versus Dracula. Issue #1 for $2. It's an issue 1 of something. Scott Spider-Man versus Dracula. How do you lose in a situation like this? No, I don't know anything about it, but it seems cool, so I'll read it. Yeah, no, most of these it's like it's $2. They look cool. They're wacky, and it's like, how can I go wrong? They're wacky, goofy, silly $2 issues. Like, I'm gonna have a great time reading them, and they weren't really any money, so you gotta love it. Then I got Web of Spider-Man #8. This was also $2. Go figure. But yeah, I got this for the cover mostly. I mean, I will read it, but this just looks so badass. Black suit Spider-Man up in here. Yeah, this looks awesome, and I'm happy I found this. So yeah, not much to say on this. I have not read Web of Spider-Man, but maybe I could find the first 7 issues, and I could read the whole thing. This came out in 1985. Golly. But yeah, no, maybe I could find the first 7 issues, and I could read them all. but I feel like I will most likely read this issue before I find the first 7. Another one, kind of just for the cover, Doom 2099 AD, issue 29? Yes, issue 29. Got this sweet foil cover, but it's Mount Rushmore. It's got Doctor Doom's head on it for $2. $2. I could put this on my comic wall. I got right above where the camera's at. If you've seen my TikTok videos, I showed off my wall. I definitely have to expand it some, but this would be perfect to stay up there. Because, dude, it's Doom on the Mount Rushmore. You can't get cooler than that. God, I mean, for $2 as well, like, I don't know. This was just really cool. I'll read it as well, like all these other ones, but I did mainly, like, I'm not going to get issue 29 in a series unless the cover is amazing. And since the cover's amazing, I'll read it just so I can say that I've read it. But yeah, no. This is only for the cover. Looks sick. It doesn't look as good on camera as it does in person. Like it really is foily and stuff and shiny. So it's really cool. Return of Wolverine is next up. Got this as well for $2. I think I mentioned this already. Not sure, but these yellow stickers mean that I got it for $2. Return of Wolverine issue 1. I feel like this is something that I would buy the series in like a trade, but I figured since I just found issue 1, I would get this. I don't know if this is in a trade. I'd have to, if I were to guess, I would say it's a trade of this Return of Wolverine series. I love Wolverine. So I'm excited to read this, and I could probably find the trade for the series and then read more. But at least I get this little like teaser into it for $2. And yeah, no, like I said, for $2, you can't go wrong buying an issue. I mean, if it sucks, it's like just add it to the collection. It's a lot better than paying $5 or $6 for like a newer issue. I mean, I guess some new issues are $4, but I feel like a lot of it, you know, $4 to $6 on a new issue nowadays, and then it sucks, is way worse than spending $2 on something. And it's like whatever, you just have that, you know, or at least in my head it is. Got the Marvel Spotlight Deadpool. I don't know what Marvel Spotlight is, but I guess I'll find out hopefully from this. And I love Deadpool, and so whatever Marvel Spotlight is, I mean, Deadpool is the way to go to start with, for me at least, because I love Deadpool. And so, yeah, the cover seems pretty goofy. It's just his head, his big head, saying, "Hey, look, I'm in Marvel Spotlight," and he's in the Marvel Spotlight. Isn't that crazy? But yeah, no, I'm interested to see what this is. I don't know what Marvel Spotlight is. But I guess I'll find out. Got Indiana Jones, issue 14. I love anything Indiana Jones. I've recently just started going to different stores and just trying to find Indiana Jones stuff. And then eventually I'd like to have kind of the whole like series. Like I'd like to collect them for now. And then once I have like kind of one through whatever it goes to, then I would love to read them all. Or at least once I get the earlier issues, like 1, 2, 3, you know, whatever, I would definitely start reading those. But yeah, no, because I love Indiana Jones, and just having more Indiana Jones stories, to me is just super exciting. So yeah, $2, issue 14 of Indiana Jones, The Further Adventures of Indiana Jones. I'm sure there's other Indiana Jones series, so it's not just Indiana Jones. But The Further Adventures of Indiana Jones, issue 14, cool looking cover. I really would like to find the rest of this series at least, or more Indiana Jones series, like the full, more complete collections of Indiana Jones series, because Indiana Jones is badass. Next up, I got 3 issues of Sergeant Fury. Now, this is something that I kind of just collect. I have not read any of my issues of Sergeant Fury. I'd like to get a more modern collected edition of Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos. They're just really hard to find. Like, there's an Epic Collection Volume 2 that's pretty easy to get. Volume 1 is not easy to get. But for now, I do just like collecting the issues. The single issues. Maybe I'll read them. It's just with these books that are this old, they are kind of dilapidated on the inside. Like this cover doesn't look bad, and it might look okay on the inside, but it for sure will be rough for most of these at least. So I just like military stuff, and these covers are just sick. So yeah, that's kind of why I get Sergeant Fury at this point. But it's okay. I will read it for sure. But yes, this is issue 149. Then I also got issue 151. Another cool cover. And it's got this guy with this horn. Gabriel, blow your horn. He's blowing it for sure. And then we got issue 152. And this looks awesome as well. So yeah, no, all these for $2. A lot of Sergeant Fury that I find is never this cheap. It's usually at least $5. So being able to find Sergeant Fury issues for $2 each was really exciting for me. Even though I don't necessarily read all these, it was really cool to find these cheaper Sergeant Fury issues because they're usually more expensive. So that was all of my single issues I got from that Philly Comic Con. Yeah, massive stack. And let's head straight into the trades I got. Okay, so this is the stack of trades I got. I found my new love for pre-owned trades because these were all incredibly cheap, and I love reading trades. Starting off with this Captain America, it's a red, white, and blue. It's a random collection of Captain America stories. So it says it's got Captain America number 50 and a bunch of short stories, it just says. In addition to these original short stories, this also has Captain America number 50 from 2002 and Marvel Spotlight Captain America Remembered. So this just seems like it'll be a bunch of random stories, but I looked inside. It's got some World War II stuff, and I'm not sure how much this was. It was probably $5, if that. So, yeah, most of these were probably $5, unless some of the prices are on there, but these were really cheap. And so, yeah, no, I'm interested to see this. I want to read more Captain America stuff, so cheap trades like this are perfect. Now, I read this, actually. I brought it with me on my vacation I just went to. The Punisher, Welcome Back, Frank. Yes, Welcome Back, Frank, by Garth Ennis. Dude, it's the 12-issue series of The Punisher, Welcome Back, Frank. And holy peak, dude, this was 10 out of 10. This is the first Punisher material I've ever read. I kind of know the origin of the Punisher already, so this doesn't really go over the origin of him, but it's a very good starting run for the Punisher, I feel like. And the art was really nice. I really like the art. Love Garth Ennis, the Punisher. And yeah, no, overall, this was a great book. Super happy I got this. I do remember this was $8. And no, it was 100% worth it. Love this book so much. 100% would recommend this if you're looking to read Punisher. Next, this was super cheap. I think this was probably only $2 or so. Maybe $3. Don't really remember. It's The Punisher Invades the Nam. I know that the Nam is like this comic series about Vietnam. I picked up actually a few issues of the Nam today at some comic stores I went to. And so The Punisher Invades the Nam. This cover looked awesome. And then looking at the back, it's got this little art on here. And this 100% sold me on this book. I'm like, I love this kind of old art style of comic books. And so seeing this, and it's going to be Punisher in Vietnam. I mean, come on, dude. That sounds so sick. So I'm pumped to read this. This might actually be one of my next reads because I loved that Punisher trade that I was just talking about. So I need more Punisher, and this seems like it would be badass. Next, Marvel Universe versus the Punisher. So I got this. Again, this was probably $5, if that. Really don't remember. But great price. Super pumped to read this. And I'm just happy I was able to get all these Punisher books because I haven't read much Punisher, so I have a fairly wide net of different kinds of Punisher stories that I can read. And yeah, this just seems like it'll be a really fun time. So yeah, I'm pumped to read this for sure. Now, I got this Image book, We Stand on Guard. I saw this Canadian flag. It's got like it looks like some military kind of story. I don't know anything about this. It looks awesome. And I don't know anything about this series, but it's an Image book, and it's some sort of military war, defend Canada stuff. And Canada's pretty cool. You know, it deserves to be defended. So, yeah, I'm interested to see this. Love Canada. Been there one time. I went to Toronto. But, yeah, no, this just looked awesome. So I picked this up. Again, less than $5 probably. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what issues this has. No clue. Maybe it was always a trade. Probably not, though. But whatever We Stand on Guard is, I'm sure this probably has all the issues. It was probably like a mini-series. I don't know. If anyone knows We Stand on Guard, if you're a professional and We Stand on Guard, please let me know. But then I got Justice League Volume 1 by Geoff Johns. I've heard so much about the Justice League and Green Lantern, The Flash, all the stuff written by Geoff Johns, like all his DC stuff. And I love all the stuff he's doing with Image, especially with Ghost Machine and kind of their unnamed universe. That is my favorite like comic stuff coming out right now. And so I definitely have to read more Geoff Johns stuff. So I figured this would be a great starting point. Again, $5 or so for this, if that. Volume 1, Justice League. Don't know anything about the Justice League, but it's written by Jeff Johns. Heard great things about this, and so this will be read extremely soon. And I'm excited just because I know this is going to be a really good story, and Jeff Johns is great, and I want to get into more of all of these characters. So this is going to be perfect for me. And yeah, no, I'm so excited to read this. Okay, I got Walking Dead Volume 9, only because this was like $5. Hold on, I gotta turn on my light. It's getting way darker in here. But yeah, The Walking Dead Volume 9. I did not realize this was a part of Compendium 2. I thought this would be the end of Compendium 1. So I have the trades, I guess, up to 9. But I got 8. And then I thought this would be the end of Compendium 1. And then I would get Compendium 2. But this kind of bled over into Compendium 2 because this is the start of what Compendium 2 would be. So I'm just going to end up getting Compendium 2. And man, I said Compendium 2 a lot in the last 40 seconds. But I'm going to end up getting that instead. So I guess I won't read this book. I really didn't need to buy it. But in the moment, I did not know that this was a part of the second compendium. But either way, I'm still glad I got it. You know, maybe I can give it to somebody if they're reading The Walking Dead. Maybe I'll give it away. I don't know. But yeah, so The Walking Dead's peak. I just read Volume 5. And yeah, no, I'm so pumped to keep reading. Okay, this might be the steal of the entire con. Silver Surfer Black, $5. Holy moly. Holy peak. I really want to read this. I've been eyeing this book up for so long. I almost bought it for full price, which is $16. So getting it for $5 was insane. I'm so pumped to read this. I love seeing the Silver Surfer in Fantastic Four, even though that Silver Surfer was a woman. I'm sure it's really not that different. And I've seen the art style. Like, I've flipped through this book before, and the art style looks incredible. And so, yeah, I'm pumped to read this. I'm so happy I got it for $5. Then I got Max Zombie. The Marvel Max series seems pretty interesting. And this isn't even, like, really branded as Marvel. Like, it says Marvel on the back. Other than that, you really can't tell it's Marvel. So a zombie series that seems really gritty, seems like some kind of World War II. I mean, I guess it looks World War II, but not necessarily. Maybe it's more like kind of modern era. Yeah, no, I guess it's not World War II, but it just looks awesome. So some Marvel Max Zombies book for $5. Yeah, $5. Looks awesome. Pumped to read this. I think this will be really fun. And the Marvel Max stuff goes pretty hard. So yeah. And then to wrap up the trades, I've been meaning to try and get this Deadpool run for so long. I do not know how to pronounce. Oh wait, hold on. I don't know how to pronounce this writer's name. This top one. Ooh, boom. It's really hard to navigate with this camera. Don't know how to pronounce that name. But I've been looking for this Deadpool run for so long, and I've been looking for a new Deadpool run to read. I finished Daniel Way's Deadpool run a little while ago. Deadpool's my favorite character. So I'm just super happy I got this and Volume 2 of this run. Both of these were $5 each, and then $10 total. So I have Volume 1 and 2 of this book. Super pumped to read more Deadpool, like an actual series of Deadpool, and I've heard pretty good things about this. I think, if not, let me know what you guys thought of the series at least. But yeah, no, I'm excited to read this, and I love Deadpool so much. But yeah. That is everything I got. I mean, the stack was huge. And if I bought all this stuff outside of this convention, like if I got these trades new, and if I got different prices for some of those single issues, because I'm sure some people sell them for maybe $3 to $5, I could have spent easily triple the amount that I did spend. I spent maybe $200 on all this stuff, probably less than that. It's more probably $170. And I mean, I got a lot of stuff. It was an incredibly successful con. I don't know when I'll be back. They said, I was talking to one of the vendors, they say they do it every 3 months. But if I go there every 3 months, I will have no money ever. And so can't have that going on, but we'll see. I don't know how often I'll go. I did have a blast there. And I know a lot of the same vendors go every time. And I feel like personally, I liked what everybody had, but, I don't know. I feel like if I go the next time they do it, they might not have new fresh stuff, but maybe I'm just off base and they will have really cool stuff next time. So I don't know the next time I'll be going to this convention. It was really nice. If you're in the Philadelphia area, I would definitely check it out. I don't really know what it's called. I think it's just Philly Comic Con, and they're in different locations. I really don't know. So if you're near Philadelphia, just look up Philly Comic Con, and it'll probably pop up on some website. But no, it was a blast. Got a lot of great stuff. I really need to start reading all this stuff. I've actually been keeping it separate from my whole collection, so I knew what I got exactly, so I didn't forget, so that I could make this video. Because once I made that TikTok, it was like 10 minutes. I'm like, well, this is going to have to be a YouTube video. And it would be perfect to be kind of the first video on this channel, because I feel like I could kind of yap a little bit more about each book. And I do want to make more comic content on YouTube. I really like posting on TikTok. It's very like quick, easy stuff to do. But I think I can make different kinds of content on YouTube. And personally, for me, that's like really exciting. I do hate editing, but I'll have to just get over it. And so I can post some cool stuff on YouTube, kind of different formatted content compared to TikTok. I do a lot of gaming stuff. I can link my YouTube gaming probably down below, and as well as my TikTok. If you are not from TikTok, I'll probably say on TikTok, like, hey, look at my YouTube video. But if you're just seeing this on YouTube, I do have a TikTok. I post way more stuff on there. And so posting more similar content to kind of my gaming channel, where I do kind of video essay type things, I think that would be really cool for comic stuff, talking about prolific comic writers. And I know one of the next videos I want to do is comic tips, like a full guide on new comic info for people getting into comics. I have made some TikToks on that. I have about 3 on like new comic tips, but I kind of want to put all those videos together and then get way more information and put it all into like a complete guide to comic books for someone who's trying to get into it, because comics can be confusing. I'm still pretty new. I've only been collecting comics for about a year. And so, I'm still learning a lot of things, and seeing creators talk about comics has helped me a lot. So if I can make a video to help people, that would be great. So, that was this video. Hope you enjoyed. I hope you like, subscribe, comment, do all of the things. It would help a lot. And thank you for watching. And I hope you enjoyed the haul. And I'll see you in another one, hopefully. Goodbye.